Aye, the Liberal Democrats, also the Greens, give off a fluffy vibe that has many of the voter fooled. That somehow they're more caring, not all extreme, and safe, middle of the road. People that are well-meaning, you can trust them to be concerned. Hence, many will cast their ballots for them on May the 1st. Both these parties are just as authoritarian, middle-class elitist as the LabCon outfits. Just one tiny, almost irrelevant example hit me the other day. Minute in the grand scheme of things, on a micro level. The Libdems are attempting to push through legislation that raised the maximum fine from £200 to £1,000 for anybody playing loud music in buses, trains, on platforms. Sometimes, on occasion, I do find this annoying and distracting, but in the end, it's just another noise. Most of the time, you can simply move away, and that's it. The bright idea of fining people, usually youth, but also people with mental health problems, up to £1,000 is really using a sledgehammer to crack a nut, considering the most really regard as intrusive, distracting, annoying, the bombardment of hyper-loud tannoy announcements blasting the ears with non-information. See it. Sort it. The Lib Dems may wish to crack down on what they regard as unwanted noise and antisocial behaviour, but how will this actually be enforced? By inspectors, transport police? Will non-compliance be met with force? How will the fines be collected? Non-payment? Punished by imprisonment? So much for the fun-loving Ed Davey forever splashing around in the water. There is another point to all this. The Lib Dems, when they were in coalition with the Conservatives, are equally responsible for the introduction of austerity that's created untold suffering for millions and helped devastate communities and individual lives. It still continues as we're about to be hit with another wave of this time in care of Starmer, Reeves and the Labour government. One thing both the Lib Dems and the handful of Greens that sit on parliamentary benches seem ultra keen for is to engage in a military confrontation with the Russians in the Ukraine war, something that belies their joint images. So, on the macro level, they demonstrate they are just as dangerous and authoritarian and warmongering as the LabCons. So don't be fooled by the Lib Dems and Greens. They are no better than the rest of them, currently vying for votes during next week's elections. So it's bums rush for a lot of them. Bye.